Welcome back, just Chili Days, and I'm back to another video. I want to welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks. We also talk about dividend stocks and business ventures that generate passive income. Okay, so the top stock today was ChargePoint. ChargePoint today jumped a little over 3.48%. This is the EV charging station network. So this allows you to charge your electric vehicle, not just at the Tesla pumps, but actually at the ChargePoint charging station. So they are strategically placed across the United States. And ChargePoint is right now trading at $13.99. Pretty much this year has been bouncing between $10 and $14. But it's still a good stock to be involved. We're still in the early stages of the electric vehicle revolution. Okay, so the stock today jumped up 3.48%. It is earnings season, so there's still much more to come. And this was one of the brighter spots in the portfolio on the day. Okay, what else? So the portfolio overall today was kind of sideways. It went up and then went down and came back up, and then it kind of flattened out. Today, it was down 0.60%. Also in the news that we do have the Federal Reserve this week making a decision to raise interest rates higher or lower, depending on inflation. They may decide to hike the interest rates, because what raising the interest rates will slow down the economy, but will also lower inflation. Okay, so as people spend less, that brings down the inflation. So. All right. So also in the news, we know Twitter was taken over by Elon Musk last week. It says here Elon Musk has pulled more than 50 Tesla employees into a Twitter takeover. There's news that he's firing people ahead of time, ahead of November 1st, because that's the time when normally Twitter employees would be granted stock. Again, last week it was rumored that he was going to let go over 75% of the staff. So that's a lot of people at Twitter. But we don't know. Again, it's still early innings in the company. He's only been at the company now for about 2 days. Basically Friday and today. So Elon Musk says here has pulled more than 50 Tesla employees into his Twitter takeover. Okay, so maybe he's got a lot of Tesla ideas that he wants to incorporate into Twitter. Okay. Elon Musk might bring back a Vine, a predecessor of TikTok. Yeah, I think I remember the Vine. It was a pretty cool app that Twitter had going. And then, it's pretty reminiscent of what TikTok is today. But back then, I don't think people were ready for it. Okay. Now let's take a quick look at the other portfolio. The other portfolio is slightly down, just a little bit less than the other one, only down 0.46%, so a 0.5%. And again, my top stock of the day was ChargePoint, up 3.40% for a total of $27. Second place was SOFI Technologies. SOFI was up 2.20%. Now, SOFI Technologies is a bank. They were mainly in student loan refinances. Now they do personal loans and other banking services, such as loans for cars, loans for homes. I also hold a little over 160 shares of SOFI. Okay, and they do report earnings this week. Net stock that was up today slightly was Ford. Ford was up today 0.83%. Again, it's Ford Motor Company. They do have the electric F-150 pending. And again, I owe a little over 150 shares in Ford as well. So these two stocks, I own a little over 300 shares between the two. Okay. Also, some dividend stocks did get into action today. AMT, or American Tower, it's a REIT. Basically, it's a land trust. Was up today slightly, 1.12%, and they do pay a dividend as well. Innovative Properties as well was up today, 3.48%. They are a land lease project. and they were up 3.48%, and they do pay a dividend too. And One Main Financial loan company, they were up today slightly, 0.89%. So at the top three, we had two basically two technologies, ChargePoint and SOFI. And then we had some more your legacy, like your Ford that pays a dividend, AMT pays a dividend, Innovative Properties pays a dividend, and One Main Financial. Okay, so those were the top stocks today. Again, it was a tough day. Pretty much we did see tech pull back today. So if we look at Tesla, Tesla today was down 0.41% for a loss of $45. AMD was down today 3%, and Microsoft was down today 1.49%. And Apple was down today again on Friday. They were up 8%, so they're down only 1.46%. So that's 2% minus what they were up on Friday. So that's still, they're still holding their own. Okay. But again, we do have more companies to report this week. Okay, here we are on Earnings Whisper, where we can see which companies report this week. We got AMD reporting tomorrow, November 1st, and SOFI reporting tomorrow, November 1st. So both of these I do own in my portfolio, which SOFI own, again, a little over 100-something shares. In AMD, I have a nice position there as well. So these are two stocks that report tomorrow. SOFI, which trades around $5.50-something, will report earnings tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Again, this is the fintech bank led by Anthony Noto, a former Goldman Sachs employee. He has been leading the way for the last about 2 years with SOFI. SOFI, again, they offer brokerage. They also offer lending, and they also offer cryptocurrency on one of their exchanges. So here it is. They do have Q3 earnings tomorrow, 8 a.m. And again, the stock has been as high as $24 and has been as low as $4.77. Now, what has been causing SOFI stock to struggle is that the student loans have been on a pause for the last week. Okay, for the last 2 years since the pandemic, student loans have been on pause, and it looks that student loans is a big part of their revenue, which will resume in January of 2023. Okay, so that's part of the picture, but they have since shifted to personal loans, and they become a full service bank. Okay, again, they do report tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Okay. Now, also, lastly, before I close, the Fed will possibly raise interest rates by 75 basis points on November 2nd. So that's this Wednesday. There's a lot of people that would hope that they would go ahead and not raise interest rates. But it is looking like 75 basis points may happen again on this Wednesday, November 2nd. Okay, and this was reported by Reuters, and you can check this article out. I'll probably leave the link below. But again, this is a tough decision that the Fed is having to do to tame inflation. Okay, so again, looks like the U.S. Federal Reserve will go forth with its 4th consecutive basis point on interest rate hike on November 2nd. Okay, so again, this was reported last Wednesday, October 24th. All right. So again, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share. If you'd like to get started in your investment journey today, please use my Robinhood link below. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you and good night.